Grow, Sell, and Retire is a podcast for aspirational entrepreneurs and inspirational business owners who want to work less, earn more, and even more importantly, have an awesome time while doing it. Your host, BD Dalton, author of True Gravity, is here to give you the systems, processes, and actions for you to create the wealth that you've always dreamt about. Get your pencil, paper, and brain ready for secrets and top tips from his 25 years of experience in helping people build wealth. Here's your host, BD Dalton.
Hey everybody, BD Dalton here from the Grow, Sell, and Retire podcast, coming to you with something that I think that if you can make sure that you can do, you will take your business to the next level. Whatever else it is, whatever else you're doing with your 2008 plans or your future plans, this is the thing that if you can sit down and make sure, if I look at all the levers of success for your business that I'm putting in the new Grow, Sell, and Retire book, this lever is the one that can make sure that you can spend less on marketing, hire amazing people, and find interesting clients that you want to make sure are yours for life. So creating huge client lifetime value. This lever, it's niche. It's part of the magnetism lever. Basically, niche is finding your ideal client. And ideal comes into it as I, as in you, and deal, as in I love to deal with these people. So your ideal client. So when you're niching it up, there's great things that you can do. And because this is that magnetism phase, this is, guess what? A magnet has two different types of polarity. One is attract, and the other is repel. So it's not just about attracting the right clients. It's about repelling the people that you don't want to be your clients. Whether it's the True Gravity look at it and saying they're black holes, or it's just people you don't want to deal with because one, they don't appreciate you. Two, they don't understand your value. And three is they can't pay you the level that you need to be compensated for all the advice that you're going to give them. So just look at this. Niche is finding your ideal client. The faster and better that you can niche your business, if you have the guts to do it right now, you write down your ideal client type, and that is the only type of client that you bring on. If that is only manufacturing businesses that are based in your hometown, let's make sure they have enough money. Let's make sure you can provide enough stuff for them. Let's make sure you have the right type of knowledge, you speak the right type of language, and you make sure that you engage them at such a level that they won't go anywhere else. If they are wheat farmers in your hometown of Tulsa, Oklahoma, then make sure that they all know about you. Hang out where wheat farmers hang out. Make sure that they understand that you know all the stuff that they do. Join the future farmers, whatever else it is. You need to make sure that your niche understands you and you understand your niche. So right now, I want you to sit down and think of 3 different people that you would love to make sure that if you cloned, your business would skyrocket. You would have so much fun, and it would be so much easier to market and hire the right people to engage with them. So sit down and write them down. So is it a pilot? Is it somebody that actually works in manufacturing and you know lots about manufacturing? Are they software technicians and you want to deal with the managing directors that make sure that you can help them sell their businesses? When I looked at my business and I started to niche it, you know what? I don't want to travel. I love being home with Max and Talia and Michelle. I love being here and making sure that we can do things family time. I love being in my hometown. And you know what? There's enough business here where I can be a multi-millionaire doing what I want to do with the type of people that I want to work with. So I want to work with people that want to get to the next level. So we niche that down. Not people that are happy where they are, that they want to get to the next level. The second thing is they have to be able to afford me. So when we start looking at ways to attract and repel people, I list out these 3 P's. One of them is price. So you have to set it high enough where they're paying you a valuable level for your level of advice. If they can't make it over the velvet rope or through the velvet rope because they can't afford it, they get repelled and they say, you know what, that sounds expensive. If somebody says, you know what, that would add the right type of value, that type of client loves that price. The second one is product. You want to make sure your product is so specific, whether it's a service or an actual widget or spot, then you want to make sure that you are delivering that specific type of product where somebody says, you know what? I don't need right-handed screwdrivers. I only need left-handed screwdrivers because I'm a left-hander and I do this. So if your product is so specific to your niche and there is enough of your niche, you will be able to capture a market. And the last one is promotion. You need to promote it in the places that people are going to go, you know what? I like the sound of that. You know what? I read this, and so I need to associate with that brand. This is where I hang out. So if you're a very posh person and you want to start sponsoring the polo and you want to start hanging out at the polo, I'm not talking about water polo here, but I'm talking about horse polo, horsey polo. And we want to make sure that we're around those type of people. Those type of people will come to us. So we want to make sure our price is right to attract. We want to make sure our product is so specific that it definitely attracts people. And the last part is we want to promote it in a way, in a language. I talk about this with Dr. Marketing all the time, is when you look at the type of language that you have, and if you haven't listened to our podcast over on Dr. Marketing and Mr. True Gravity, we have a lot of stuff there on marketing and sales. But I want to make sure that your promotions are in the right place and in the right language to the right people. And it's funny, when I started with Edward Jones, and you know, it's like 20 years ago, that back in the States, we always found it that the people that started in the city went faster. They started off faster. They got to their levels and hit their targets faster. But the people that started off in small towns that were very specific, guess what? They took off slower. But when they took over, they had such a chokehold, such a stranglehold, such a niche in that town that everybody knows them and everybody went to them. They used to stranglehold towns that started off, kind of slow. Nobody knows who you are. But when they got there and they got into that niche of that small town idea, small town ideal clients, then they were able to close huge deals. And they were so well positioned that they got to make all the money that they needed to make for their clients and for them. And guess what? They were home for dinner every night. They didn't have to tour around the country. They didn't have to go all sorts of different places. They were able to niche their market so well. They did exactly what they wanted to do. Not everybody wants to be home like I want to be home. Not everybody wants to be the mayor of their town. So if you want to be a traveling person, if you want to elevate yourself to global status, global stardom, then yes, find the niche of people that want to be global travelers, that only want to deal with people, that deal with directors and managing directors that deal with people in all sorts of different countries. Elevate your status to a level where you want it to be. So, do you have the guts? My challenge to you is set your niche. Look at your abundance mentality, which is making sure that you know that you have enough. Set your abundance meter to say, you know what? I'm only taking clients in my niche from today forward. You know, the funny thing is, you can have 2 or 3 niches. So I'm only taking clients in my niches. So I'm not telling you to only have one type of client. If you can, and there's enough money there, amazing. But if you can make it so that you have 1, 2, or 3 niches, don't go any further than that, 3 niches, you can build a marketing plan around that. You can build teams around them, products that make sure that you service those clients. But I challenge you. And if you want to accept the challenge, you can send me an email to contact@Bart Dalton Consulting and saying, I am accepting the niche challenge. Tell me about it. And I want you to report back to me every quarter. And I will talk about you on the upcoming podcasts because I want to make sure that everybody understands that your success is in your own hands. So if you want to be a lazy overachiever, the best way to do it is use your energy in the best place, the best time, because guess what? You get burnt out. If you can focus, and you've had this from my book in True Gravity. If you haven't read it, go out and get it. But your energy, once you focus it, your energy can be focused on those people, and you will be able to spend so much more time doing what you want it to do. So energy, time, and focus, ETF. Create that niche, and you will have an amazing business. So if you want to have more and learn about the 6 levers and how they can improve your business, both internally and externally, go onto the website at bartdaltonconsulting.com. New one's coming out fairly soon, so look for it. There's some great products out there right now. Space Camp is coming on in February, which is where you can have your staff trained up. If you want to have me come out and speak, or if you want me to come out and speak with Dr. Marketing, we can motivate your sales team. We can give you the ask questions. We can teach people to always be closing, all that fun stuff from Glengarry Glen Ross. But overall, I just want to see all the people that I work with, all the people that I talk to at the top. So if you want to do that, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, and just send me an email if you want any more information. But look forward to seeing you at the top. This is BD Dalton for the Grow, Sell, and Retire podcast. Go out and have a great 2018 and beyond.
Thanks for joining us on Grow, Sell, and Retire. For more information, tools, or to book one of our team members to work with your team, business, or to speak at your event or conference, visit bartdaltonconsulting.com or email contact@bartdaltonconsulting.com. Buy the book True Gravity on Amazon. If you want to work for the rest of your life, that is your business. If you don't, that is ours.